Hey you guys, just having a bit of a wander through the local tonight. If there's anyone here that would like to come up and say hello, please do so. You've seen me here lots of times, so you know not to be afraid. I love all this old wrought iron. Just incredible. Back in the day, this is how they made their graves here in, well, particularly in Ballarat. Even the new cemetery has a lot of the old wrought iron. And this old cemetery here is quite a few substantial headstones. And unfortunately, like this, some that are broken. Unfortunately, we suspect they have had a lot of vandals out here. You may see a little bit of flashing lights from the roadway. I think they've got a bit of a booze bus set up there or something. The coppers are having a bit of a field week. It is Thursday night, so yeah, it's a booze bus. I can see the bus now. It's Thursday night, so pay night for a lot of people. Hello? Anybody home? Just a lot of junk. Unfortunately, as I was saying, there are a lot of graves that have got broken headstones, like for instance this one here. Nice big one here. And yeah, weather can do it. Bit of wear and tear from water and that, but we do suspect a lot of the ones that I've seen here have been pulled down. Now, the interesting thing is where I'm walking now, there's a little green pathway here. There's also a bit of a train in the background. But this pathway here, I've chosen to walk down tonight because this is a pathway where I've seen a lady in period clothes walking down here. So if there is a lady that walks down this path, feel free to come forward and say hi. It's a bit sad to see these broken ones. This one here. Yeah, you don't really put corrugated iron sheeting on top of cemeteries, on top of graves, I should say, because that's exactly what happens. Over time, rusts away, and that's it. This one looks rather, well, it's not new, but it looks like it's been pretty much visited. This is Thomas Anthony, born Coychurch in Wales, 1831, and died in Napoleons, which is a town just south of Ballarat. Elizabeth Banner Anthony, born Milford Haven. Okay, Milford Haven, Milford Sound, who knows? Arrived in Australia on the Great Britain in 1861. There you go. There's always a bit of a story to be told. I've got my K2 with me. Is anyone around? Can you make it flash as much as those lights over there on the booze bus? That'd be cool if you could. There's another one that's been broke. See this here. This is a solid stone. It was just sitting on top. Now that is vandalism. Because regardless of the weather, there's no way knowing the wind's going to push that over. That is solid quartz. Now, would have been, have a bit of a walk here. Would have been pins or something in there or whatever. Not too sure, can't quite make out what it is. Have a look at the back. Yeah, it's cement. So it would have been cemented down. Somebody's come along and done a job on it. This little lump here, I don't know if it's actually a unmarked grave or not. It's a bit of a rise, but that's just how they made these areas. They made these little runs and rises. Unfortunately, another broken one. Nothing on the K2. Yeah, but this lady I've seen several times walking down this pathway. So if that lady's here, you could come forward and try to flash the meter for me. Put your energy. Oh, thank you. Popping your energy towards. Okay. How about I pop it down for a minute? Pop it down there for a minute. If there's anyone here who'd like to come forward, please do so. Okay. I've got it right up to the phone, so the phone's not affecting it whatsoever. So thank you. Do I know you? The person who came and lit this up? Have I met you before? Can you light it up again if I've met you before? Have you never met me before at all? Okay, it was a strange little flash. We'll just keep going. No worries. Charlie, if you're around, you come forward too if you like. Flash the meter for me. I don't know if he's around tonight. He quite often says hello to Beth. But yeah, we've got some really nice graves. Still got the K2, but I'll just hold it down for the moment. If something happens, I'll let you know. And like I was saying before, I love the old wrought iron stuff, but I really hate seeing stuff like this. Yeah, water may get into some cracks and all that sort of stuff, but you know, I reckon this place has had quite a lot of vandals. Now, I'm pretty familiar with a lot of the graves around here. And we're just working on sunset. I must say I'm not really feeling or sensing too much tonight, whether that's me or for the fact that it's actually quite quiet, spiritually speaking. This cemetery has a lot of little plaques. 4957 driver, R. Reed, 14th Battalion, 3rd of June 1950, age 60. So he survived the war. And Mabel M. Reed, 1968. And there's a little bit of a plaque here, and in the cemetery there are a lot of little plaques like this. This is wounded and captured. So it says Reginald Reed is listed as being resident at the Brown Hill Post Office when he enlisted in 1915. He was 23 years of age, married to Gwen. And in March 1916 he sailed on the Anchises, first to England and then to France, where he served in the 14th Battalion. On the April 11th, 1917, he was reported missing in action, but was not getting a lot of flashing. Is this you, Reginald? Do you like it that I'm reading out? That was a quick bit of flashing. Do you like it that I'm reading out your story? On April 11th, 1917, he was reported missing in action at Rheincourt, but it was not until late July that it was confirmed that he had been wounded, suffered a gunshot wound to his left shoulder, and he was taken prisoner of war and imprisoned at Gef-Dalman in Westphalia, Germany, where he remained until the war's end. He returned to Australia in March 1919, so he was one of the lucky ones. He was in a prisoner of war camp. There was no gas chamber or anything for him, which was good. That was more to do with the Jews, I think. But anyway, thank you for lighting it up if that was you, and if not, whoever it was, come back and light it up again for me, that'll be great. Wasn't you, Charlie, was it? I could feel you around. Charlie's the local spirit of the sea. Hello, how are you? Good on you, Charlie, how are you? Just got to tell everybody your story. Charlie's the local spirit. He was an entertainer in his life. He was a very prominent person in the entertainment area, music, radio, television, all that sort of stuff. Thanks for that, Charlie. He quite often pops up, and he's a bit of a cheeky fella too, because he just jumps in and jumps out. We've spoken to him many a time here. I hope this wind's not affecting the filming too much, but good on you, Charlie. I put a smile on my dial. Right over the back there, filled up with bricks. This is one I have not noticed before, and to be honest, I don't think it has been here, otherwise I would have recalled it. It's just sitting here. April Mary Goldsmith died in 2010. Now, this looks like a relatively new headstone that's just been made, so she was obviously buried here, or ashes scattered or something. They'd put a whole heap of white stones down and a little bush. This was not here. I think we came about 2-3 weeks ago. This was not here then. So this is a new addition. So blessings to you, April. Right over the back there's a little Chinese section. Quite a substantial one. That's Thaddeus Leyden Monley. Pretty cool. Broken one there from Catherine Fox and someone else. How you doing? Good. It's a bit of a beauty, isn't it? James Malcolm, Maria Ward, Elizabeth, Marie, and Clara Okay, Claire, here we go. This is tongue twister. Clara Euphenia Malcolm. Alright, it's quite a good sized family plot, this one. As you just heard before, most of the cemeteries around this area, people love walking through. They just have a bit of a wander through. This cemetery here is right in the middle of suburbia. It's right in the guts of Ballarat. So, I mean, the lake is very close by, but if you're a walker and live in one of the houses, this is where you'd come walking. Because you can read the headstones, learn a little bit about where the people come from. Like this one here, for instance, John Youngworth. John Youngworth, born at Pesth, Pest in Hungary. Forgive me if there's any Hungarians there, you can correct my pronunciation. He was born in 1830 and he died in 1866 here in Ballarat. It was erected by his wife Agnes. A little bit of an inscription there. And also there's a couple of daughters involved there as well. I'm going to lose some light here. I've got a little bit of light. Got a little light on my camera thing, which I can use if I really need to. Comes down to it. But when I see something like this is sad. This is sad. You know, what can you say? Who knows?
Xbox. Peony. FM.
Got a little Xbox going. If there's anyone around that would like to say hi, please do so. I don't know what language that was. Whereabouts were you from? My name's Rick. You come with a lot of respect. You've probably seen me in this cemetery before if you've been hanging around. If you'd like to, I'd love it if you call out your name for me.
Molly.
Molly. Hiya, Molly. Person who spoke before Molly, you can come forward again and repeat what you said. Do you mind if I'm around here and walking through, having a look at the headstones? Okay, I've got a question for you. A lot of these headstones here have been broken. Do you know if they were destroyed by people or whether it was just the weather? On drugs. Do people come here and have drugs? Have you seen people come here and have drugs? Is this where local kids hang out and have a smoke? Have you seen any of the kids destroying some of the graves? Pretty sad when it's pretty sad when things like that happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, are you just a local spirit or do you belong to one of the graves? Are you connected to one of the graves? Or are you just local? You come from the local... Sorry, I missed that. Could you repeat that? Here's another one, Patrick John. Broken. Sad to see. Edinburgh. You're from Edinburgh. Got another war service grave here, so we'll send some blessings. Getting a little bit too dark to see the name now, so I don't want to put the light on just yet. So I'll walk down this path a little bit more. Do have some older ones. Okay, just very quickly, can you call out your name for me? I'm about to turn this off. Sorry, what was your name? Okay, we're getting a few names there. I'll probably have to go through the video and check it out. So thank you for talking to me. Much appreciated. As you can see, the sun's going down. Earlier in the vid, I was mentioning that it was possibly a Charlie that was setting off the K2 meter. I'll just introduce you to Charlie. This is his family grave here, so there's a few people interned here, but this is Charlie, Charles Kenneth Ken Taylor. He was a poet, natural history filmmaker. He did a lot of stuff in his lifetime in the entertainment industry. He died in 2014. Now Charlie has been a mainstay here pretty much since we've been coming here. Charlie's come forward, watched us for a while, and eventually made contact to Beth and myself, but mainly Beth. She connects very well with him, and Charlie likes to play with some of the gadgets that we've got from time to time. I don't know if he will now. Oops. Pop a K2 down. Chuck a cat ball in there as well. Let's kill the lights a bit. So Charlie, if you're around, and if you can again, can you light up any of these two gadgets for me? Be muchly appreciated. We always love having a little bit of contact with you. You do it for Beth all the time. You're always having a bit of a chat. But see, the thing is with Charlie. Oh, hello. How are you, Charlie? G'day. With Charlie, you're more of a mental person because you submit thoughts and words into people's minds when you're communicating with them. Thanks, Charlie, for showing us that you're here. We always appreciate a little bit of banter with you and a little bit of a chat. And you keep a watch over the cemetery, and those that come in, you keep a watch on all the good people that come in. So just sending you a bit of blessings, a little bit of respect. You don't always play off the gadgets, but and I can feel you beside me, I can feel you here. You've always got a very lovely smile. Alright, anybody around would like to come and communicate? You can touch any of these two gadgets I've got on the floor. Make them flash. Oh, thank you. A little bit of a flash there. Have you seen me here before? Oh, just a quick little flash. Oh, here we go, a little bit more. Can you light it up if you're a female? Can you come back and touch this again if you're a female? See if you can make the lights go up again. Okay, if you're a male, can you light it up? He disappeared on me again. That was quick. And that's what does happen. Spirits come and go. Sometimes they just breeze past and just give enough energy to set off some of the equipment, and then they're gone again. They just come and check out what you're doing. And it takes a lot of energy for spirit to manipulate some of these devices, or to even learn how to use them, to learn that they need to come close and try to put their energy towards these devices to set them off. So it takes a little bit of learning, because a lot of people who passed away and might still be around, they could be from the 1800s, early 1900s, mid 1900s, even recent times, but they may not have come across any of this type of equipment before, and may not know how to use it. Now, in the cemetery, it's the old cemetery. It's called the old cemetery for a reason, and the reason is that it's the original cemetery in Ballarat. There is a new cemetery, and I think, apart from the one we just saw, which was 2010, I think her name was Mary. There was a new grave we saw before. Apart from her, I think the graves date back to around about the 1960s, so I haven't really seen anything in the 70s. So it's prior 1960s, I think. Anyway, it doesn't look like these things are doing much. Perhaps I don't feel any spirit around at the moment. And like I was saying, the spirit do come and go. Pass by, stay for a quick time. It takes a little bit of energy for them to use, to be able to use the equipment. And it's their choice whether they want to actually talk to you or not. So this was just part of a bit of a stroll. Beth's busy with a spiritual development group she's running at home, so I thought, well, I'd come out, get some fresh air, bit of a stroll, and why not come to the old cemetery, because it's quite a fascinating little place. Here we go. This is 1964 Mavis Sim. And yeah, it's about the era where the cemetery sort of ends. This is come out to the front of the cemetery. A lovely young lady. A rather large bird bath. Could do with a clean out by the looks of it. Just got a low light on here. I didn't really want it too bright. I see again. I seriously hate seeing stuff like this. I mean, there is no reason for it, apart from vandalism. Hearing a bit of footsteps around. Just down one of these little laneways. If there's anyone around, come forward, come say hi. I don't bite. More footsteps over this way. Anyone want to come forward? Come and touch the lights for me. Be pretty cool if you can do that. I've heard 2 sets. What was that? I just saw a very distinct white shadow flash very quickly past to my left. That was interesting. I must say it sort of looked more like a Wraithy type of angelic sort of thing. But anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, I did hear some footsteps here before, so if there's anyone around watching me, if you want to step forward, please do so. I'll pop this one down here. If you want to come forward. A little bit of a flashing on it will be really cool. Might even see if I can get a cat ball down there too. This is a grave of George Bryant and Victoria Emma Bryant. Still hearing footsteps, so whoever it is, if you want to come forward, please do so. I don't mind feeling your presence, and you're quite welcome to try and seed some thoughts into my mind so we can figure out who you are, if you'd like to have a chat. The K2 and the cat ball haven't been doing anything. All right, just heard footsteps again. So whoever it is, if you want to come forward, come and say hi. I don't bite. I'm as curious of you as you probably are of me. Just heard a voice then, but I couldn't really be sure where it was from. It might be from the roadway. All right, I'm not feeling anyone now. And the sun has gone down well and truly. Sad to see these ones broken. Okay, it's pretty neat. All right, now I'm feeling somebody behind me. Whoever it is, you want to come forward? No, don't want to come forward. Well, now you're interesting because I can see a shadow figure up there. I don't know if you're going to pick it up. Probably won't pick it up at all on the camera. But I can see a shadow figure. It's in the shape of a human. And it won't be a human without a light this time of night out here, because you'd be damn stupid to walk down these paths without a light. You'd break your neck. They're just standing right in the background. I don't think they're going to come forward. Still standing there. Moving a little bit across the pathway, but still there. Normally I go chase it, but I get a feeling if I go that way, it's just going to nick off. Do you want to come forward? No, I can feel it backing away. That's all right. Well, you've seen me around. You might come forward one day. I really hate seeing these ones that are just broken down, broken off. See that? I don't know. I don't think water would do that. That's just... The other half's gone. There's only half of it here. The other half's gone. I just don't know. I mean, look, this is as solid as. That was sitting in there. That really must have had a good hard slam, or somebody put a rope around it and tried to pull the damn thing down. And to me, that's just absolutely disgusting. I really hate seeing stuff like that. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed a little walk with me around the cemetery. Sometimes this place is pretty active, and other times it's reasonably quiet. But all in all, there's never really been any inside negative energy in the cemetery. And what I say by inside is that the energies that are associated with the interior of this cemetery are not negative. Anything that we've actually felt as being negative, we've found has come from the outside. And on the outside here, on all four sides, it's all the centre of Ballarat. It's all residential. There's a couple of hospitals a couple of 100 yards down the road. It's a busy little intersection, this one. It's got a couple of the main roads on it. Always busy. I'm just hearing a little bit of, I don't know if it was rustling of leaves or whether it was footsteps again. Just say thanks to Charlie for coming forward. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was rustling of leaves. Yep. Oh yes, it's leaves, some leaves coming past or something. There's a little bit of wind here, so you've got to expect a little bit of rustling of stuff on the ground. Definitely different to the footsteps I heard before. Alright, well thanks for having me here, guys. To all the spirits that are here. Thanks for coming for the walk with me. Cheers for now.